And Amahl, I tapped you first, and now you're going to round out our time together. What is your advice for people as they get started on this journey?
As organizations, one, get started. I think we all agree upon that. But you really have to have your head wrapped around one or two perspectives: self-sufficiency, right, or self-sustaining. And the self-sufficiency pathway is the longest path. I'll just give you one data point. For example, in one platform, to complete the required training just for one resource takes 34 months, right? An additional platform, 60 courses, right? And I'll spare you how long that takes. And what we need to understand is, right, back to Kieran's initial point, is if your organization's digital capability is not paying for itself in 8 months, 12 months, 10 months, right? It's a failed exercise. And so what you really need to understand is that when you get started, as your team is building up its own capability, right, its own core competencies, its own going from part-time employees to full-time employees, to changing the business cards, to hiring interns, to bringing in outside experts, to hiring your first solution designer, what you really want to think about is don't make the mistakes that other large organizations have made. Don't have $2.5 million in overhead and headcount and no robots in production. It's very important that you get robots in production as soon as possible, and you do want to have a handful of use cases across that stack. And the reason why is because with most organizations, the people who are the furthest away from seeing the robots do what they do, they haven't seen the demo videos, they haven't seen the robots do their work, they are going to be the most skeptical. And a lot of times they're the ones who are in front of the budget. But I will tell you this, my first automation project at a hospital, I loved it because at the hospital, they used to dread Mondays. They're like, Monday was the worst day of the week. He's like, I used to try to line up all my PTO days for Monday because Monday was time card exercise and payroll. And when we did the automation specifically in that area for this hospital, who I won't name, they got half their business day back. Guess what they don't question anymore? The value of automation. So that first use case gave them permission to scale. But what you really need to understand is that if you're going to build the world-class center of excellence, it takes some time and there is a lot of cost. So what is the goal in your business? Are you trying to transform your business, or are you trying to create a world-class center of excellence? And I think most of our customers are trying to transform their business. And that first starts, like we said, by getting started, regardless of what the use case is.